Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Interceptor Ace Volume 2, Last Days of the Luftwaffe, 1944-45. Game design by Fernando Sola Ramos and from Compass Games, published by Compass Games. Okay, right, so remember our first mission? We did our setup on our first mission. We're flying the Focke-Wulf 190A8R7. Bruno Stockel is our pilot. Our first mission was a target of V weapons in France, but we got jumped by P-47s coming in on a fighter bomber raid. So that was it. It was a really short mission. So first thing we got to do is roll for the next target location. So we roll 2 6-sided dice. And we get 9. Okay. A 9 is Augsburg in Munich. Okay. So it's going to be Munich. And for us, that's going to be in our target zone. So we're going to write down Augsburg. Augsburg. Okay. This is Munich. So we really put in Augsburg, Munich. All right, we're all set there. We need to roll for weather. Next, I'm doing the sequence of play. So we rolled for that. Now we roll for weather. Weather charts. We roll 2 dice. And we get 8. And an 8 is good weather. So right up over here on our board, we have good weather. Right? Munich and Augsburg is way down there. So, and I'm in the, which zone was I in? Munster. So I'm here. So it's a little bit of a clip down there. So as you can see here, Munster bases take off. Munich is there. So I'm not going to be able to pick them up, I don't believe. Well, let's see. I could pick them up in the Ruhr zone, the Frankfurt zone, France, Berlin. I can get all the way out to Munich. They'll be turning around coming back. Okay, so that's my range limit. So we put our Focke-Wulf onto takeoff right there. And the next thing we do is roll for Allied fighter bombing strafing attack in the takeoff box. Right. This is what got us in trouble the last time. All right, I'm gonna find that one again. This is here. So we come over to table A3. Right here, and we roll. A 1 is a fighter bomber attack, a 2 to 6 is no attack. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's another 1. Oh, can't believe it. Another fighter bomber attack. They really don't like my fighter base. Okay. Oh, man, a 1 in 6 chance 2 times in a row. I'm going to get past this eventually. Maybe this time I won't get, my gun systems won't get knocked out. All right. So here we go. We got an Allied fighter bomber attack. Here we got to roll for fighters. So we're going to roll 1 fighter types. Yep. 1 to 5, 6 to 7, 8 to 0. 8 to 10. Sorry. Roll a 10-sided die. And it is a 2. And a 2 is the dreaded P-47D. Again. Okay. So I'll mark this on my sheet. P-47D. And the first thing we're going to have is another P-47 combat. So we'll put our combat chart down here on the table. Right here. And we'll get the P47. He's coming in this way. And to get my Focke-Wulf, he's going to start disadvantaged. Okay. All right. So we got to do the got to make my decision. So I can either call for my wingman to come do something for me. Then I may take hits, but I'm going to do a maneuver and he's going to attack. So here comes his attack. He starts with, he has firepower of 12. Whew, 5 hits. Wow. But I did a maneuver. So my defense is half loop, improved to tailing. Okay, so I'm going to be this way and he's going to be this way. But I believe I still take the 5 hits. So I'm going to double check that real quick. Okay, just as I thought. So he's going to get 5 hits on me. So we got to come over here for fighter damage. We roll 2 dice. The black die is the 10 digit. We got to do 5 hits. Okay, first hit is 22. 22 port engine. Okay, disregard the words port and starboard for single engine aircraft. And for my Focke-Wulf, he has engine armor. So he has engine armor, so he takes the first hit to his engine armor right there. Okay. Next hit, that's 1. Is, oh my gosh, 22 again. Same thing. Man, how unlucky. Now I gotta check something here on these Focke-Wulfs because when they take damage, aircraft damage, fighter aircraft, let's see, those aircraft ignore the first engine hit they take, place a damage marker on the engine armor. Subsequent engine hits actually damage the engine. Additionally, they only suffer 1 speed loss from the first hit of engine damage. Okay, so he does take a second engine hit, so he pounded my engine. So we put that right here on the engine. It's -1 speed. Okay, hit number 3. 52. Right. 52 airframe. So I take an airframe hit. That's 3 hits. Hit number 4. 51. Tail. So now I get a tail hit. Okay. So we put 1 here on the tail. Right there. Oops, upside down. Right there. All right, 1 more hit. Wow, he peppered me pretty good. He gets 52, which is the airframe. That's here. So I'm shot up pretty good. But now I'm on his tail. But I lose 1 of my speed. Okay. But I'm tailing him this time. Where's my sequence of play? Okay. So now we start combat again. But here's where you have to do the calculation to see how everybody does. Okay. That's what I'm looking at here. Disengaging, wingman. Okay, so the last thing we do is B12 initiative. We roll a D6 for each one. The white die will be the P47, the black die will be my aircraft. We get a 3 and a 1. Okay, so the 1 on him and the 3 on me. So he gets, add the current speed and modifier. So his 21 becomes 22. He's not agile. I don't have an ace wingman. No situational awareness. Da 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 da. Okay, it's 22. I have 3 on 19 is 22. And I have the MW50 boost. So it gives me 23. So right now it's 23 to 22. Okay. And I think, let's see. I shouldn't have been tailing, or should I? It was a, oh yeah, improved to tailing. So that's what I did. I automatically got to tailing. Okay. Agile, you now conduct the next round of combat. Okay. I'm looking for the advantage here for tailing. That's what I'm looking for. Maybe it comes on the damage table. Let's see. Disregards. All right, I gotta find that. Okay, so I found it. If I score 1 bonus tail hit, then that's that. If I score any hits, I get 1 bonus tail hit on him automatically for tailing. Okay. And then we can do, I'm also looking up for, on the combat, get off, range effects, second pass, extended burst. I can risk firing an extended burst for my forward weapons, and it can give me extra hits. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a chance. Because I get 1 shot at this P47. I'm already shot up. I gotta hammer him, and I'm tailing him. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take an extended burst here. It's on chart C3. Here we go. C3. So C3, extended burst. I roll 2d6. All results except 12 result in 2 ammo expended for each weapon firing and 1 extra hit in defensive fire from the bomber. Okay. All right. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So we're going to fire, and we're going to do an extended burst. And we get 6. Plus 2 hits, 1 weapon system jams. Okay, so I'm going to spend off 2 ammo from each gun. So 2, 2, 2. I'm going to get 2 extra hits. Plus 2 hits, and 1 weapon system is going to jam. Okay, so we'll go ahead and roll to see. There's 3 weapon systems, so we'll see which one jams here. It is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it would be, this one here is going to jam. So we'll put that on here after this shot. So it gets the hits, but it jams after that. I'm just going to verify that real quick. Okay, so we fired with 12, 15. So our firepower was 15. 15 drops to 12. I scored 5 hits. And his defense is a barrel roll. He avoids 2 hits. That's the 2 hits. That's the 2 additional hits I was going to add. So he gets 5 hits. All right. So I'm doing 5 hits on this guy now. Need to get me out some more damage markers here. One, 2, 3. 4. Sorry about this. First time I played, I'm getting everything out of the baggie as I'm using them. Okay, here we go. 5 hits on him. We roll the dice. We go to our fighter damage. First hit is 56. 56 or rear gun, so it's nothing. Second hit. Oh my God. You ain't believe this, 56, same thing. So 2 hits missed. Third hit, whoops. Third hit, 13. I hit his starboard wing. So we damaged starboard wing. P-47, starboard wing. All right. Fourth hit, 51, tail. Hit his tail. Remember, because I'm tailing, I'm going to do it right now, I get an additional tail hit. So if I can hit his tail one more time, I got him. Here's the last hit. 41. His radio. So I knocked out his radio. I don't think it even does anything here. Didn't knock out any of his guns. Didn't hit his engine. Okay. So that's it. We knocked out that. I got a set of guns jammed now, all right? And the next thing we do is we roll for the same thing we did before. For initiative, we're still the same. So he's white die, he gets a 4, he's gonna have the initiative, I have a 2. So he's got 25. I have 2 and 19's 21. I get +1 for my MW50 boost. 22 -1 for my engine is still 21. So we are 4 difference. He gains 1 position, so he went from tailing to disadvantaged. Okay. So he's disadvantaged. So we're going to fire on him with the operating systems that I have. So it takes 1 down off my forward guns, 1 down off of this cannon. That's going to give me a 9 firepower that I'm firing at him now. Okay, so I fire with a 9, which drops to 8. That's 4 hits. That's good. And his defense is another barrel roll. He avoids 2. So out of the 4, I get 2 hits. Okay, so 2 hits. First hit is 14. Radio. Damn it. Second hit, 56. Again, rear guns. I missed. I didn't do any damage. I peppered him, but it didn't do any damage. Okay, so now we got to roll for the initiative again. I get a 6. He gets a 2. So 2 on 21 is 23. 6 on 19 is 25. 25, 23 is 2, no change. I don't have anything to add to it. So I have the advantage again. I'm gonna fire 1 round again. That's another 9. Oops, okay. So we pull my destroyed. Bam. Let's see what his defense did. Oh, avoid all damage plus improve by 1. So he avoided my damage. Dang it. I had him that time and he +1. We're now head on. That's not where I wanted to be. Okay. So I want to see how to disengage now. Well, first we have to do is roll again for initiative, because this could change again. Okay, he gets 4 and I get 2. That makes him a 25 and me a 21. That's 4. He gains 1. I'm disadvantaged. I want to see if I can disengage. Oh man, I had that guy. Wow. Okay, I want to see how to disengage here if I can. See, disengaging. All right. Fighter type. It's a friendly. Roll chart 1 to 4, 5 to 6. Okay, if you're tailing, the encounter ends. If you're advantaged and you're flying a piston engine fighter, disengaging succeeds on a 1d6 result. If you're flying a rocket, you must be tailing or advantaged against them. I'm not either one. Okay, so I cannot. So I'm going to maneuver. He's going to fire with 12. He gets a group damage. And I get Cuban 8. Avoid 1 hit and improve my position by 1. So we're going to improve our position by 1. He gets a group damage on me. So that's on the airframe. So he gets 2 randoms, but he only get 1 random. So he gets 1 control hit. So I take 1 control hit. I take 1 airframe hit. That's it. He shot me down. Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't matter now. I'm going to roll for that random hit. The other ones are gunner, which is a nothing, and a random. 52 on the random would have been airframe. Yeah, so he just shot my airframe apart. Okay, so he shot me down. Okay, that's going to end that combat. So that didn't work out too good, did it? We'll play the sortie there. Ahead of fatigue. I didn't score any kills, of course. And now I got to find out what happens here when I bail out. Parachute chart. Okay. Roll 1d6 for each crewman who bails out. All right. Modifiers. Don't have the parachute skill. I'm not wounded. Not on fire. +1 because my aircraft got destroyed. Okay. So I got to go +1. 1 + 1 is 2. 1 to 5. Thank goodness. He parachuted safely. Okay. So we made it out. So I'm going to put a note. Parachuted. In my notes, as I lost my aircraft. And, wow, I can't get away from my own airfield for these P-47s jumping us all the time. Whew, this is deadly. Deadly game. Okay, so now I got to see what I do here at the end, because I get a new aircraft. Aircraft lost to battle damage. Oh, nope, that's the other guys. Okay. Parachuting to safety. At times you will be shot down by a bomber or an allied escort fighter. So I'm here in the rule book. Roll for each crew member. At this point, assuming you survive, you will lose the next sortie while you receive a new aircraft and get back to base. The only thing that would preclude a parachute attempt is a fuel tank explosion. Okay. Actually, I guess I didn't have to add that +1 because that's on a DE result from the card, which I did not have. I just had it from battle damage. Okay, so that means we're going to refit. So my fatigue was actually have been 2, but now, because I don't fly, it goes back down to 1. So we're at 1 on our fatigue again. And we're ready for another mission. And hopefully, just hopefully, it won't be against P-47s again. At least not this time. Let me at least get to a bomber. Okay, let me clear my board and then we'll get started on the next mission. All right, well, they rolled out my new aircraft. My flight crew's not happy with me for tearing up planes on him and getting shot up here over the airfield. All right, we're gonna roll 2 dice and we're gonna see where our next raid's gonna go. This one is 7. We're still in March. That's a French, and that is an airfield in France. French airfield, France. Okay. So we're going French airfield, France. All right. So, over here, coming out of Münster, France, right there. So that's where we're going. Okay. So he'll be in his takeoff box. Let's roll for weather. See what we get. Hopefully the weather's still reasonable. And we rolled a 4. And a 4 is good weather. So it stayed good. So weather's holding on for us. Okay. Well, here we go. Taking off. And first thing I gotta check for is that daggone fighter bomber attack. That was on chart. Find that chart again. A3. Yep, fighter bomber attack. Here we go. We roll. Whew. It's a 6 this time. No attack. All right. Finally, no attack. Okay, so that moves us out. And we're looking to intercept. So we're trying to pick them up over the Ruhr from Münster as they're headed into the French zone down here. So we're trying to pick them up. If I get them here, then I can hit them while they still got their bombs. Okay, so now we do interception. We come to the interception table, and we're going to roll 2d6, and there's no modifiers. So here we go, 2d6, and we get a 7. Okay. The 7 is disadvantaged. Okay. And so I just got to see what disadvantaged against this is. I have to choose whether I want to tangle with the fighter escort first or the bombers. But I want the bombers, and then I'll have to deal with the fighter escort. So let me see what we do here again. I'm just a little rusty, and we'll get caught back up here. All right, because I'm disadvantaged here, I don't have any choice. If starting disadvantaged and there are escorts present, you may not choose to intercept the bombers. You must conduct the fighter combat first. So that means we got to see what we ran into here on the fighters. All right, find my little chart right here. And move interceptor to take off base, roll for interceptor sweep in each endurance. Well, I didn't roll for my fighter sweep. Okay, I got to roll 1 die. A 1 is an encounter against the fighters. Oh, of course it is. No. Okay, I hit a fighter sweep. All right, so still not going to get to the bombers. Man, I can't get past the fighters. The fighters are thick. Wow. All right. Shoot. Okay, here we go. Now I got to roll on a fighter sweep All right, here we go. On 10-sided die. See what these guys are going to be. 5. A 5 is, of course, P47s. I can't get past these guys. It's P47s after P47s. Wow. Here we go again. P47, and I am disadvantaged. Now, if I can survive this, if I can get advantaged, I can break off, and then I can attack the bombers. But I got to survive this, that's for sure. All right, I am going to do a maneuver. We'll see what we do. He's firing at me with 12. His 12 is 3 hits. Well, that's better than some of the ones I've been hitting lately. And I get an Edelman, avoid all damage, and improve my position by 2. Okay, so he didn't hit me. I go 1, we're head on, and I get him 1. He's disadvantaged. Okay, now we have to roll to see what we do here. My maneuver saved me there. White die is the P47. He gets a 5 and I get a 2. Okay, so he's at 26. I get 21. I get a boost, which is 22, so that's 4. So 4 is net differential, gains a position for that guy. So now we're head to head. Okay, head to head, here we go. I'm going to fire a burst, he's going to fire a burst. I'm pretty sure that when we're head to head, he fires. I'll check that though, be sure. All right, so we're both going to fire. I'm going to go ahead and reduce my ammo so I don't forget. So this will go down to 1. This will go down to 1. This will go down to 1. I could have maneuvered, tried to avoid him. This guy's tough, man. That's the thing. Should I do that or should I maneuver? And I really don't think I should be flying into the fire with this guy. I really need to save my ammo. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to maneuver. I'm going to take another maneuver. I'm not going to fire. I'm going to maneuver and hope I get away from him. Okay, here we go. His fire with 12. Oh, it's a group hit. And my defense, tight turn, improve, ×1, ×2 if agile. Nope. So I'm going to improve him by 1, but he gets the group hit on me. Yep. So he gets a group hit on me. All right. So a group hit, I take a control hit. So let's move the camera down. Man, these fighters are killing me. I take a control hit. I take an airframe hit. A gunner hit, which doesn't count as anything, no effect. And then 2 random hits. Okay, so 2 random hits. Here's the first one. Is 51. Tail. So he hits my tail. And the second one is 21. Landing gear. Okay, so I hit my landing gear. Oops. So landing gear. All right. I gained 1 spot on him, so now we roll. 2 and 1. So it makes him 22. And 2 for me makes me 21. Plus 1 for my boost makes me a 22. We're even, so no change. Now I can try to break off. Disengage. So I'm a friendly piston. On a roll of 1 to 4, I disengage with this guy. 3, I did, which means now I can intercept the bombers. So I got off the fighter. Now we can come see which bombers we're going to hit. All right, finally, got away from him. Okay, so now we're rolling for the type of bomber. So it's going to be B-17F, G, or B-24. We roll the 10-sided die. And it is a 9. B-24s. So that's what we're going up against. And we have B-24, D, and H. I'm going to have to slide this out a little bit. Okay, right there. All right, now we're going up against the bombers. Got through the fighter with a little bit of damage, but I got away from him. And now we're coming in on the bombers. So take my aircraft. I can leave him there. And I have a range and a target. Raid target actually is what you put out here. So my target was France airfields right there. That's where my target is. My range here, I'm coming in here at long range. All bombers do -1 random hit at long range versus a 109, a 163, or a 162. Okay, so we're coming in here on bomber combat. Now I got to see, because I believe there's a position chart that we can also use here on the B-24. And that's what I want to use. I'm going to check that, because maybe bomber target chart keeps track of his hits, but then I can have this on here to find out. So, interesting. I'm going to have to move my dice table over a little bit. Move my die out of the way. Put this one up here. Okay. Now we're getting a lot going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So there is a space on each one of those. All right. Okay, so we're using this approach track. So we're going to roll. We roll a 10-sided die. And it tells us a 2. So our approach track is going to be right here. So for the bomber, that's a 130 approach. So you have 12, 133, like that, right? Okay, so we're coming in at 130. So I take my range marker, and now I get to decide if it's going to be high, level, or low. So we're going to roll. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And it is a 1. So we're coming in high. So we're at long range high. The bomber gives us -2 random hits, and I score -1 random hit. Okay. So I'm going to fire. Haven't called on my wingman yet. I'm going to see how I do here. I'm going to fire 1 time at long range. We flip each one of these over. We burn up 1 round of ammo. And all combat is simultaneously. So I'm firing with 15 firepower. So 15. Oh man. Oh, I have to declare where I'm firing at too. I'm firing at his airframe. I got a group hit on his airframe. He's firing back 2 hits, but at long range it's -2, so no hits on me. I'm -1 off my group. damage. So we go to bomber and group damage, and I said I chose the airframe. So we're going to roll. So he gets a control hit. So his control surfaces took a hit. His airframe takes a hit, and I get to roll because it could detonate the bombs. He loses a gunner. So that's going to be his first gunner hit. So I get out one of these little markers right here. And he takes a one gunner hit right there. And I get two random hits, one of which I lose because of the long range. So we roll for the hit here against his airframe. And it is a 6. It's a crew injury. So now we have to roll for crew injury. That is on the back here. So we go to crew injury and we find out who got injured. A 2 to 7 is a pilot. 8 to 12 is a rear gunner or no effect. Bomber crew injury, sorry. 2 to 3 is the pilot. 4 to 10 the gunner. 11 to 12 co-pilot. Okay, so now we got to roll. One die. We get, oh, it's a 1. I hit the pilot. So the pilot, okay, and now we roll to see how bad he was hit. And that is a 3. It's a light wound on their pilot. Okay, so I need a light wound marker. That one's a critical, KIA. Critical, here we go. So we have a light wound that we put on his pilot. He's wounded, so we wounded his pilot. Okay. All right, and he didn't score any hits on me yet. Whew. All right. All right, now we move in. So our range is moving in. At medium range, no modifier for me, -1 for the bomber. So I'm coming in on him. Oh, I got to check. Let's see, when I hit that airframe, there's a chance so I could hit those bombs. So where is that at? That's going to be in bomber damage, I think. Okay, so it's actually got to be a bomb bay hit. So I just hit the airframe. Okay, so now we're moving in. We moved in one zone. He's going to get one less damage hit on me, and I get to fire at him again. Okay, so we're going to fire. It's going to use up my ammo off all those guns. I'm firing again with 15. So my 15 gives me a group damage again. And his defensive fire is 3 hits -1 will be 2 hits. So he hits me 2 times. So I'm going to go ahead and roll to see what he hit me with. 2 times, but he's short a gunner, so he's -1, so that's only 1 hit. So he only hits me 1 time. And the hit is a 36. 36. 36 are my controls. Son of a bitch. Son of a gun. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Son of a gun. He shoots me down, but I score my hits on him, which are the group damage again. Yeah, he had 3 hits, -1 for the range, -1 for his gunner. Okay, so now we do group damage again. I hit his controls. So that's 2 on his controls. I hit his airframe. I hit another gunner, so he goes from 1 to 2 now. And he gets 2 random hits. The first one is 22. Let's see, 22 bomber damage. Where's that at? Fighter damage, bomber damage. I guess that's wrong set of dice. I need the 10-sided die. A 9. Engine starboard. So I damaged his starboard engine. Starboard engine. I got to roll 1 to 5. It'll be inboard. 1. Inboard. So I hit his inboard starboard engine. All right. We'll roll 1 more hit. It's a 4. It's a random wing. So 1 to 5 is port. It's 4. He hits the port wing. So if he hits the port wing, right there, that's his first hit on that. Okay. I got shot down. Of course I did. All right. So I got to bail out again. Man. Okay. Let's see. No parachute skill. No light wounds. My aircraft's not on fire. It was not a DE result. So it's just a straight up roll. 1 to 5, we're safe. 6. I suffered a light wound. Okay, so we're gonna make a note. So on this one, we did a P-47. Then we did a B-24. It's a sortie. My fatigue's gonna go up. I got a parachute and a light wound. Okay. So, I lost another aircraft. Wound effects. Let's check the rules here for the end of the sortie again. And I need to check if this bomber, sometimes enough damage, this bomber might go down later on. So we're going to check that real quick. All right, let's see. Combat fighter, aircraft damage. Okay. Aircraft losses to battle damage. Here we go. Roll 1d10. It is possible for an enemy aircraft will not make it back to England, even if you did not inflict enough damage to shoot it down, but you had to break off combat. Roll 1d10. On a result of 1 or less, a damaged aircraft will crash before reaching home. Add -1 for each of the following. Each engine out. Nope. No leaking. He has a light wounded pilot, so nothing there. Any systems 1 point short of aircraft destruction. At least it's 1 there, which is his control. So it's -1. So he rolls for a -1. And we get, hey, it's a 1. He crashed. He went down. Okay, I get credit. You receive credit for such a kill only if this was spotted by someone. Oh, crap. On a 1 to D6 roll of 1 to 2, you receive credit. Okay. Oh, a D6 roll of 1 to 2. I got 6. Nobody saw it. The bomber went down. I didn't get any points. Okay, I bailed out. My crew injury, injury duration, a light wound, miss 1 sortie. I'm going to miss 1 anyway because I got to replace my aircraft. Okay, so I'm going to miss another sortie. So we're going to put refit here. And my fatigue level would have been 2, but now it's back down to 1. Okay. So, parachute, light wound, no kills, refit, lost my aircraft, and we'll be ready for, I got 3 missions left here in March. So you can see already, man, this is brutal. The fighters are horrid. Whew, they're tearing me up, man. Okay, so, all right. We're gonna call it there. I think that's been long enough. So we'll call this video here, and we'll get set up for the next one. We'll just call it, I think we'll just start calling part 1, part 2. Well, this would be part 2 because part 1 was my setup and first mission. So we got some more missions here in March of 44 done. And you know what? We'll keep going from there. Okay. And let's see, I've flown 1, 2, 3 sorties so far. I think I have to fly 1 more before I get an experience point. I'll double check that real quick. Let's do that. Let's see. Weather effects, navigation awards, promotions. Not worried about that yet. Let's see. Wound badge. Oh, I got a wound badge because I got wounded. So I get a wound badge. Woohoo! I get my first award. All right, let me find what else I got. Okay, so I got my wound badge. So it's a level 1. So he gets that. And he gets, because he gets the wound badge, he gets 1 prestige point. So my prestige points go here, prestige points. Okay, I haven't gained any experience points yet. I gained them next sortie. I'll gain an experience point also. Okay, prestige points are what can move me up on my prestige level. So, all right. I think that is it. So we'll call this one. And you know, this is fun though. I always liked the first game, and I know I'm going to like this one too. Put my plane back in the hangar, get us back down, and we'll get set up for the next one on the next playthrough. Still haven't involved my wingman, but I'm probably going to have to pretty soon. Looking like it anyway. All right. Hey, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and please give me a thumbs up for the video. I'd appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next playthrough. Have a good one.